Hey Soul Tribe, I'm back with another video, and I have to kind of talk low because it's kind of late and everybody in the house is asleep. But as I clear my throat, I had to come on here because I wanted to drop a message to encourage someone on today, and also enlighten you about spiritual warfare, and all these demonic attacks that are going on. We are in a war, y'all. And that is like no secret, or it shouldn't be at this point. And the trick of the enemy's job is to attack in any area of your life that they feel like they can get a loophole in to distract you, throw you off, and deter you from the purpose that God has up on you and the purpose that God has within you that he's trying to birth out of you. So don't be dismayed, and do not lose your balance in the process of going forward and going forth with what God has called you to do. At the end of the day, you're on a spiritual assignment, and God will not take you where he will not protect you. God will not lead you where he will not cover you and guide you and continue to see you through. Again, God's hand is up on your life. And again, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, was the fact that a lot of people may have counted you out. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so caught up in what the package and what the message was packaged in. And God said, you can't get distracted by that as well. You can't get discouraged. Don't let that discourage you. Let that be an encouragement to you. Because see, a lot of times God will have you hidden in plain sight because he is protecting what he has on the inside of you that he is getting ready to birth out of you. And so it's not by mistake that they counted you out. And again, God said they was banking on your flesh when they counted you out. You understand what I'm saying? They was banking on your flesh when they counted you out. But yet, God said, had they taken the time to look through the windows of your eyes, they would have been surprised. There would have been a big old great surprise behind the windows of your eyes, which means they would have got to experience and see what your spirit looked like, what your soul death was. Not death as in dying, the depth of your soul. What your soul entailed. The great awakening that was due to form through your spirit and from your soul, from the depths of your soul. But God said they was banking on you failing, and they was banking on you being deterred, discouraged, fainting. They were banking on you to faint based off of your flesh. See, they counted you out based off of the flesh, not your spirit, not your soul. Because God said, had they looked a little closer, had they got up on you and looked in the windows and peeked through the windows of your eyes, again, surprise, they would have been surprised on just what lied behind the windows of your eyes and just what God had tucked away and hidden for such a time as this. God said it's not by mistake that they counted you out. He intended for that to be just that. He intended for it to be just that, because what he's utilizing and he's using individuals to get you where he's taking you. And as he utilized them, guess what? If you ever prayed for greater wisdom, oh, baby, there lies the greater wisdom. See, everybody is essential in the process of what God is birthing. And we all have gifts. We all have talents that we can all tap into. And God is utilizing you so that people who have counted you out can see that they need to check a little closer to see what God is revealing through the windows of your eyes. Oh, baby. God ain't playing. God ain't playing. He ain't playing about what he's doing in this season. And that's another thing. Let me tell you something. And again, I hate that I didn't do my work, baby. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Well, look, okay, so this, as y'all can see, y'all gonna see that, but y'all, we are in a time where, and y'all gotta excuse me because I'm using a flashlight. And give me a second, I'm gonna come back to this because I gotta give it to y'all. We are in a time where, the devil big mad. And I ain't gonna even give him no shine. We're gonna say Lizard Lick is big mad. He ain't getting no shine. God get all the glory out of our story, okay? And see, that's why Lizard Lick is mad, because God is getting the glory. God is getting the glory. And there is light being shed all around us, even in the midst of the darkness. See, when God has charged you to be a chosen one, people don't know what all come with the territory. People think it's such a great title. Well, they need to dig a little deeper. God said, look a little deeper, check a little deeper. And you will see that all of my chosen ones have had a heavy cross to bear. And see, that's where people lose sight of what God has for them to do, because we all got a purpose. We all got a purpose. We all got gifts, natural born gifts, natural born talents that we can utilize and that he wants to birth out of every last one of us. He wants to fill the dash in between your dates. And what I mean by that is this. We have a born date and we have an expiration date. And God is trying to fill the dash. He don't want your story to be short-lived. He's trying to fill the dash. And when he get finished filling the dash, he don't want it to be no room left for no errors on your good departure, honey. And when you get ready to take flight, meaning once you gain your crown. So it's not by mistake what he's doing. And trials and tribulations are a part of it. Chosen ones. It's a part of carrying your cross. Don't ever get it twisted. We cannot think that we're going to be light and we're going to be people of the light and darkness is not going to be attracted to us. Meaning wickedness, wicked deeds, wicked seeds being planted. But it's our job as a chosen people, as a chosen body, to deal with it, not from a fleshly place, but from a spiritual place and mind state. It's not by mistake. What is it? Is it, and I want to get this right. That's why I said, give me a minute, y'all. Because I want to say it's Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. I want to say that's where I'm trying to go. I think that's it. think that's it. I think I'm correct, but and excuse me about the darkness. We ain't on no weird time, honey. We battling against the weird time. Yeah. Whoa, they busy, y'all. They busy. You know what? God got us. Look, where God got me at, and I pray that He got you all there too, as a chosen people and a chosen body of a people, to where that you can't do nothing but laugh at the attacks, because then the manipulation, the tactics are no longer working. The foothold has been gone. God took up God took up every interest of an access for a foothold, for the trick of the enemy to get in. That's why He said spiritual intelligence over emotional intelligence. Oh, I thought it was for a moment. God said, no, baby, that's for a lifetime and the next lifetimes to come. And the reason why I say that is this. Okay, so, and I went to it. And for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we up against. And see, the trick of the enemy ain't playing fair. He would love for your heart to be hardened against your loved ones. But God said, I think not. Not my chosen one. That's why God chose you for the task. Because He knew, one, that it was a heavy load to carry. Two, that He equipped you and inclined you with the strength to endure it and bear it. Three, that you are a praying sister, cousin, brother. You're a praying soul. Four, He knew you wouldn't keep count. He knew you wouldn't keep count of the inflictions. Five, He knew you would always be forgiven. Six, He knew you would always be loving, nurturing. Seven, He knew you would war in the spirit as well as the flesh for your family. I could go on. Y'all want me to keep going? 8, He knew you wouldn't keep record of the transgressions. And we're going to leave it at 8. We're going to say completion. That's why He chose you for the task, because He knew that He had matured you spiritually. He knew over the course of years, every season brought about spiritual growth, spiritual maturity. And so He knew that by the time He got finished preparing you for greater. And see, a lot of times, I'm going to have to touch on that too, because a lot of times people get the greater mixed up with financial blessings. Oh, baby, y'all got it twisted. And how I can say that is because I used to have it twisted until my awakening. I don't follow man, I follow God, source. Amen? Amen. But with that being said, before my spiritual awakening, I used to always think like the blessings was financial or monetary, or God gonna give me. No, baby. Oh my God. What is more blessed than wisdom? I can't think of nothing other than love. God's love for us and our love for God and our love for one another. I love that song and that's what was playing over in my head, No Charge, by Auntie Shirley Caesar. And again, y'all, let me go on and make it publicly clear. I do this because I love the Lord. Not for a paycheck, not for no views, not for no accolades, but because I am obedient to what I am charged to do. In spite of the attacks, in spite of the afflictions, in spite of the warfare. And that's what God is calling us all to be. But that's what I was saying. I'm not doing this for no accolades. So if I speak on an artist, or if I speak on an influencer, or if I speak on random people that you may not know, I ain't trying to give nobody no clout, and I ain't trying to get no clout from nobody. Amen. Amen. I just utilize some of their gifts to be a testimony through me to you. That's it. That's all. But as I was saying, I love Auntie's song, Auntie Shirley Caesar, No Charge. Because if you think about it, she said, and I'm finna play this for y'all, but I'm gonna break it down. Y'all, God's so cold. He's so cold. He a cold piece, man. I don't think nobody want them problems. Lizard Lick play crazy, but he don't want to get checked by God. I'm gonna say it again. I always ask the question, who gonna check God? If there be any man, my brother, my sister, my cousins, if there be any man that can stand up and say, it is I, please stand up and please speak up. But don't whisper it, make it public. Make a public service announcement. When you say you gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't heard Nan say they gonna check God. Who gonna check God? Our battles are not ours, they the Lord's. And people who come up against you, again, you have to pray for those individuals because His Spirit's working through them. Entities working through them. So it is our job as people of the light to pray for them. To cast out. To call down. To decree and declare and claim. It's our job. But let me get to this song so I can break this down, y'all. I love the Lord. Hold up. I hope y'all can hear this, and let me make this public announcement so I don't get, you know what I'm saying? I have no rights to this song. I have no intention on doing no copyrights or whatever public service announcement I need to make to clear the air. It's just a testimony. It's a part of the testimony so I can get y'all to understand what God is calling us to. I don't know. Let me see. Can you hear that? She said, for the 9 months I carried you, holding you. Listen. But think about God, how He carries us daily. She took it in her hands and she read it, and this is what it said. For more beyond $5. If I make it up my own bed this week, $1. For going to the store, 50 cents. And playing with little brother while you went shopping. I'm gonna break this down. What God gave me, y'all. He a cold piece. $1. And for getting a good report card. And y'all, I'm using my flashlight like I said.
$2. Total $14.75. Where she gonna get it? Standing there expecting you.
I hope y'all can hear it.
And 1,000 numbers flashed through her mind. So she picked up the pen.
This how I feel this how I feel about God. For the many years He's carried you, no charge. Come on. No charge. How He delivered us, no charge. For the grace and the mercy, there's no charge. The real cost of God's love is no charge. How dare we? Do you get what I'm saying, y'all? God, a cold piece. Here it is. If you think about it, we are a chosen body for a reason, because we understand the battle that we are fighting is not ours. The battle that our loved ones are encountering and the bads that they're working out of is not theirs. Those are spirits and entities. So if you are in a season to where the trick of the enemy is utilizing your loved ones, then I challenge you to continue to love on them. Anyhow, I challenge you to continue to pray for them. Anyhow. I challenge you to call down strongholds on your family. Anyhow. That's why God call it like, that's why when we speak of generational curses and breaking them, if you're gonna be the curse breaker, you got some work to do, baby. You got some things to bear. You gotta endure. You gotta be vigilant when it comes to prayer. You gotta stand. Even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of confusion, even in the midst of the attacks. And you gotta always fight back, but not through the flesh, in the spirit. Because again, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against forces of the darkness, against forces, come on, man, in high places. So I came on here to encourage someone on tonight. Don't lose sight. And yeah, sis ain't been getting no sleep, but not because I can't sleep, because God got me on assignment. And people don't understand what it means to be chosen. You're going to lose some nights of sleep. If God called you to pray, and when He called you to pray, and if He called you to war in the spirit all night for your loved ones, you're going to have to stand in and fill the gap. You have to stand in the gap and do just that. That's what it means. People, oh, I'm chosen. Well, are you doing the work of a chosen one? Are you working out of love and spirit versus the flesh? Yeah, that's what it means. That's part of it. So we cannot lose our balance in the midst of this spiritual warfare that we are fighting in this war we are in. We ain't only just begun. And our romance, it'll never be over. This been going on way before our time. So it didn't just start with you, but a lot of things can end with you. And that don't mean that you can cancel out all the assignments and that you can bring it to a complete end. But that means you can end some things. You can put an end to some things. You can halt the trick of the enemy in their tracks. And when I say they, I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about spirits, entities. You ought to be so solid with God at this point to where when your feet hit the ground in the morning, entities start to tremble. You ought to be so solid with God and so sound in your mind and so sound within your spirit from the depths of your soul to where when there's a spiritual warfare and a spiritual attack arising, you ain't even got to look back because you know God got your back. All you got to do is keep moving full speed ahead. That's how solid you ought to be with God at this point. And if you're not, keep bearing your cross. You're going to get there. It's work. Hey, God, the relationship with God is not seasonal. It's not seasonal. It's not a seasonal love affair. It's not a fling. It's a marriage. And you got to be all in and committed for all lifetime. And even after life. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get off here. But I love y'all on purpose. Stay the course. Stay focused. And if you're working on some projects, don't get distracted. Pause to pray. And when God charges you to pray, do just that. No matter what you got, look, sometimes you can have your nose to the grinding stone. And God like, nope, I need for you to give me some time. Not just for you, but for your family and your loved ones too. When I say loved ones, I'm talking about family, a plethora of friends, plethora of extended friends, exes, whoever. Plethora of people you've never met, plethora of people you have encountered but do not know. So with that being said, y'all, I'm on here to let y'all know that, hey, hold your head up, shoulders back, soldier, and rise. I did raise up. Rise to the occasion. No looking back or no turning back because God got your back. And if God be for you, and he's already gone before you, it does not matter who be against you, baby. You keep soldiering on and keep pressing on. I think I might make a video, but then again, no, I can't. I can, but I'm not. Can't ain't in our vocabulary. Let me slap that out my mouth because we don't use can't around here. I will not make that video is what I was going to say because I was going to tell you some things that you could do, but I'm praying y'all already know. And if not, maybe I will make a video. But yeah, I love y'all on purpose. Keep your head up. Keep pressing forward. And I'm sorry about the shadows, the shadow. I'm using my flashlight, but I had to come on here and make this video. I hope I dropped everything that God dropped on me. But I think I'm going to title this video, They Counted You Out, Banking on Your Flesh to fail you when Your flesh had already been put to rest. There it is. God had already wrestled with your flesh. Your flesh had already been put to rest. They didn't know that, huh? Check them eyes out. The details are behind and lies within the window of your eyes. And again, y'all, I love y'all on purpose. I'm going to get off here. It's late. I'm about to go to sleep because I think this is a night I might be able to try to get some sleep. And I still, like I said, I'm working on some projects. It ain't over until God says it's over. And at the end of the day, I ain't found nobody who can go check God. If there be anybody, please comment down below. Love y'all on purpose. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm out of here. Oh, Lord. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed one.